Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to week 10. Starting this week feeling good after running a half marathon PB last weekend, but we still got 8 weeks of training left and this week should be a tough one, so aiming for another 130 kilometers. Let's go. There we go, first round of the week done, and I'll see you later today for an interval session. See you then. Alright, it's Tuesday evening and we're back once again in Millwall Park until the clocks change. It's the only really reliable spot for evening workouts, so I'm back again. So tonight's session on the plan is down as another kilometre repeat session of about 8 to 10 reps, but I think with the race still in the body from Sunday, that might be pushing it a bit too much. So I'm going to do a slightly different session. I'm going to aim for 4 reps, 4 1 kilometre repeats, slightly faster than half marathon pace, and then I'm going to go for a steady block of about 4k uninterrupted. And yeah, see how that goes. All right, here we go. First rep, starting now. Okay, those reps were really tough. Could definitely still feel the race in the legs and just the fatigue in the body. So yeah, now I'm gonna take a 2-minute rest and then I'm gonna start on the block at steady effort. All right, here we go. 4k steady, starting now. There we go guys, session kind of all over the place, but that's what happens when you make it up as you go, I suppose. But we managed 4 by 1 kilometre repeats, just faster than half marathon pace, and then I've just done a 5k block at steady effort, about 10 seconds slower than marathon pace. So yeah, good session despite the fatigue in the body. Pleased to get a good session in the bank, but for now pleased to get the session done, and then I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow on Wednesday for an easy run. See you then. It is Wednesday evening. I'm out on my regular Wednesday loop. The difference being this week I've done my S&C on Wednesday lunchtime, so it's already a bit of fatigue in the legs, but to be honest, they feel fine. So, sun's just setting in front of me. The temperature's dropped quite considerably in the last few days, so I'm back in the long sleeve. But it's much nicer running in colder temperatures, providing they're not too cold. So, gonna enjoy this run, stick a podcast on. Tonight's podcast will, as it's Wednesday, will be the most recent episode of Pitchside. Again, football podcast that I listen to pretty much every week. So I'm gonna stick that on, enjoy this run, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Guys, the weather app has absolutely done me. Look at the state of that cloud. When I left it said it was a 0% chance of rain, so I've got white socks and shoes on. It's so dark. Oh, fingers crossed we're not ruining a pair of socks or shoes tonight. It's starting. It's hail though. Look at that forward. It's hailing, guys. Oh no! There we are. The rain has held off for the most part, and my white socks are still white. So, I've got 5k left. So I'm going to finish this one up, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow for another double day. Here we are, Thursday night, time for another session. Tonight's session is an 8k block at tempo. So the tempo pace might be slightly different to normal. The aim is for about 4 minutes per kilometre, bang on. But with the fatigue that's in the body, I'm not going to be worried if it slips a little bit to say 4:10 per kilometre. Because yeah, we obviously had that race on Sunday. I don't want to overdo it this week when Copenhagen is the #1 goal. So I'm going to finish this 3k warm-up, get over to the park, which is just over there, and then we'll get started on the tempo. Alright, here we go. 8k tempo, 10 laps at the park. Let's do this. Right, that's halfway through the rep. We're pretty much bang on 4:05 pace, but I can tell the effort is way too high. There we go, guys. That's 5k, and I'm calling it. It just goes to show that the fatigue's definitely in the body because I can barely run. Well, I can't run more than 5k at the pace I ran a whole half marathon at just what, 4 or 5 days ago. So I'm gonna take what I can get tonight. I'll make sure I still do the distance. So the distance for the whole session was going to be 14k. I'm currently at 8, so I'll make sure I do the distance, and then yeah, we'll just move on to tomorrow. Hopefully, as the days go by, fatigue will go down, and then we'll be back to normal. But I'll take 1 or 2 bad sessions for a half marathon PB, because that was definitely a lot of fun. So yeah, take what I can get tonight and we'll move on. Alright, it's Friday lunchtime and I'm out for what should be an easy run. The problem is I've got almost exactly an hour, and ideally I'd run between 10 and 12k, so I'm more in sort of a steady effort at the moment. Just gone through 3k in 16:30, so we'll see how it goes. Gonna enjoy this run, catch up with you in a bit. Alright, 2 laps to the park later and we're heading home. I've got 9.5k on the watch, so it's about 2k home. So hopefully that's enough for today if I can't get out later. But if I don't see you later, then I'll see you tomorrow morning for a bit of parkrun tourism. See you then. Alright, it's Saturday morning and we are in Cheddar in Somerset, and we're on our way to a new parkrun. Alright, that is parkrun done. No idea what the time was because I didn't start my watch at the start. I started it about 400 meters before, so I think it was around 30 minutes or so, 31. So I've dropped Lydia off at the car and now I'm just making up the distance for the day to about 12 or 13 kilometers so that I don't have to run too far tomorrow on my long run. I only want to run about 32 kilometers tomorrow, so yeah, the more I can do today to get close to that, then that'll be fine. So I'm just finishing up the run, doing a lap of the reservoir. Absolutely beautiful here. Might come back here tomorrow to do my long run session, so you might see this again. Right, I've currently got 9k on the watch, so I've got about 3k left. Alright, ended up running 15.5k, so I'll see you tomorrow for the long run. So it's Sunday and we're out on the long run. So plan for today is about 32k, 20 miles. No set pace goals in mind, though I would like to chuck some marathon pace sections in there. But just down by the reservoir we were at yesterday. Okay, so I've done pretty much a full lap, and there's a gate just here that I need to get through, and a gate all the way over there, which is about 2.5k away. So I think I'm gonna alternate marathon pace from one gate to the next, and then easy back round. The wind's not too bad on the other side as well. So just had a gel, just had a Morton calf. Tasted terrible, but got it in. So now I'm gonna get through this gate, then we'll start the marathon pace section. Here we go. Just gone through one gate. Next gate's about 2.5k away. So we're gonna run marathon pace to there. Starting now. Let's go. So we're aiming for 4:15 per kilometre. Alright, that was one lot of marathon pace done. And I might try running in the other direction for the next one, because that wind was pretty strong. I'm not really too worried about the pace as long as the effort's there, but yeah, I think I might try going the other way for the next 2k section. So I'll spin around just up here and then we'll give it a go. Here we go. There we go, second rep done. I think it's pretty much equally windy in both directions, so gonna keep going in this direction for now. Might switch it up a bit later, but like I said, it's not really about the pace, it's more about the effort. So let's just get this workout done. Alright, rep 3 done. Time for the next gel. Another beat of fuel, orange flavour. So, I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna head over to the start of the next rep. Alright, that's 5 reps done. On to the next gel, which is assist electrolyte. Get this down, get over to the start of the rep. Let's go. So that is rep 6 done, and on that one the wind finally broke me. By the end I was barely able to hold the pace, so I know if I try a 7th rep then I'll be nowhere near, so there's no point. I'm just gonna finish this run by running easy to make up the distance, and then I'll catch up with you after the run and we'll take a look at the week. There we go, guys. That is 33 kilometre long run done, and week 10 is done. Right, I'm gonna sit on this bench and we'll take a look through the week. So yeah, so the week started on Tuesday with a 10k easy run at lunchtime, and then a session Tuesday evening back in Millwall Park. The session was I did 4 by a kilometre faster than half marathon pace, and then a block 5k steady pace. Still had a lot of fatigue in the legs on Tuesday, and most of this week really following that half marathon, so I don't want to go all out and do, you know, 10 by a K or something like that. So nice balance there in that session. And then Wednesday, yeah, I had my regular Wednesday loop, 19 close to 20k easy pace. And then yeah, Thursday another double day, so we had the 10k easy at lunchtime. Yeah, and then we had the session in the evening, which was 5k at a tempo effort, which yeah was another tough session. Yeah, still had lingering fatigue definitely on that day. And then yeah, Friday was a little bit less than what I wanted to run, and that's because we were coming away to Somerset this weekend, and we were driving on Friday after work. So I managed to get out at lunchtime for 11k, a little bit quicker than easy, but not quite a steady effort. So it was about 5:15 per k, so not too bad. The heart rate was still nice and low, so it wasn't too much. And then yesterday on Saturday we had parkrun, new parkrun in Cheddar, so a bit of parkrun tourism, and then I topped up the distance by doing a few extra k's to try and make up for the distance I sort of lost on Friday night. So I ended up running 15.5k on Saturday. And then yeah, today Sunday, 33k long run to finish the week with 6 lots of 2k at marathon effort. Not quite marathon pace in that strong wind, but yeah, the effort was definitely there. So pleased to get that banked, and that puts us on 129.3k for the week, so just under the 130k goal that we set out. But with the run that I missed on Friday afternoon, then I'm pretty pleased with that. So with that, week 10 is done, and if you've watched this far in the video, then thank you very much for watching. And if you've liked this video, please leave a like and I'll be very grateful. And if you want to follow along as we build all the way to the Copenhagen Marathon on the 11th of May, then please hit subscribe, and I'll see you next week in week 11, a race week, for another video. Bye bye.